Yo, I'm back. Yes, Carter Man here, and I just seen another movie. Same two movies in one day. This one's called Speak No Evil with James McAvoy over here. Charles Xavier. This was the fourth Blumhouse's movie. Of course, the first two I seen were Night Swim, trash, horrible, imaginary. That was yeah, trash. I know. You go check those out because I revealed those earlier this year. There, like I said, there was a third one I was gonna see in my previous video. I was gonna go watch it, but I had my cousins over, so it's called Afraid with this AI. That Chinese guy who was in Missing. I heard it was bad. I don't know. I didn't really get a chance, but this is the fourth one this year. This one was kind of okay, I guess. Fun. Definitely better than Nice Women Imaginary. That's for sure. It started with this family in Italy, randomly meeting this other family, James McAvoy and this lady and this guy, this little boy named Ant, who has no tongue, you know, and I love how it's all beautiful, like like the mountains and everything is in Italy. And then they went to France and they lived in London. He has access to all of Europe. Like so, you to go to like fancy dinners, parties, through like the VIP people. Well, then he said, "Hey, you want to come over?" And they barely just met. And he's like, "You can." And then I like how the mom actually, I like this is what I like about this movie: common sense. I like how the mom said, "I don't know, we should, yeah, let's go to people's house we barely just met." I'm just like, "Thank you." There was a couple of weird scenes, that was kind of weird, awkward too. There were, and then it's like, "Well, would you give him a chance?" And she's like, "Okay, fine." She's a vegetarian. She's like, "Fine." Like I said, I'll go to just to make your ass happy. And then they went to their farm in the like kind of further away in London. And then it was a nice like a farm. And then while the family was visiting for the weekend, this the little boy Aunt is trying to warn their daughter that wah, wah, no, you can't talk because you can't have a tongue. If you don't have a tongue, you can't talk. So he was trying to warn them something while the parents were visiting. And then I do love the acting, but they have weird script lines. I'm telling you, really weird scripts. It's just yeah. Like there was a one, like I said, this one awkward scene. When they went to this private, weird kind of sketchy restaurant. It was only for them. While the James McAvoy and his wife were like, well, it's not his wife. We're like talking about like the role play in the bedroom shit, and they were like, well, we do it once a month. We do it every day. I'm just like, oh, okay. And they were doing like a role play or something. I thought it was fucking awkward and weird. And he was like, I'll give you a blowjob. So he went down there, and then at first I thought they were playing. He was like this. He was getting all like turned on or whatever. I'm just like, okay, the fuck is this? It was really awkward. I thought like, okay, they're like, but it turned out they were actually joking, like those kind of sense of humor. And there were some good puns I love. Like that's gonna come into play later. Like I like how they how do I say this? He's kind of like, well, I'm gonna deal with her later. Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna punch you in the arm later. Kind of like those kind of like the abused tactics kind of puns. I like how the dad kind of looks at the hammer because that came into play later. Same thing for the vegetarian girl, which she, with the fork, the little two forks, whatever, for the turkey they're eating. And there was some one thing I didn't understand this. What was up with the fox? There was this fox in the movie. Like the first time they seen this when they were going hiking the next morning, and then the dads were trying to hunt for it before they let out all the stress. And then it came out at the end of the movie. I'm like, okay, what is up with the fox? I know, and then I was like, for fox's sake, I didn't get the fox thing. I literally did not get that at all. If someone does, let me know in the comments down below. And then of course, everything was just going kind of fine. Where the mom found her daughter, like she couldn't sleep. She didn't sleep with Aunt in the room in the attic. So they went to the bedroom and then they took the girls. Okay, let's go now. And of course, here was the dumb thing I hated is that this girl has some weird like stress or anxiety attacks. So the only way for her to calm her like herself down is by this stupid doll of a bunny. In this app, it goes like this. So it turns out that she's like, where is it? She was all freaking out. I'm just like, okay. And that keeps reminding her, okay, you're almost 12. You need to grow out of it. And it's like, yeah. And then she's like, well, we can't. So they turn back. I'm just like, really? That was like my my like WTF moment. I'm just like, really? You're gonna go back for a stupid doll? Really? So of course, draw the plot forward. That's how the movie is. So they went back, and of course, they didn't find it. But then they were like, then they found them awake. It's like, and they're trying to explain to oh, I'm sorry, I had a daughter, and she tragically passed away 12 weeks after. That was a bullshit lie for them to stay, because plot later in the movie. So they did. While Aunt is trying to warn her, like the watch when he was trying to, he's like, I don't understand. It was the name of her dad. I'll tell that about that a little later. That she was showing him like what he was writing, what he was showing on the watch, and then about he was trying to warn the dad at the beginning of the movie when he was taking out the trash. He's like he was trying to know that he doesn't have a tongue. But then later, while he was knocked out, the aunt finally got the chance to show the keys to lure, like play football, but lure her, like the daughter, to the shed underground. It turns out that his family was killing. They killed his family to take him as their son, and they cut his tongue to not say anything because they won't understand what he's saying. So instead of saying like talk like this, you go like like that. So that makes sense because he showed her that all the luggage, like from the previous families, all the phones, all the evidence, they visited there before, and they were. So every time they kill a family, they take the child, and then they'll kill their child, pretend like it's their child, and they bring another family, vice versa, same thing. So this kid Aunt was actually stolen, and his family was killed by them. And then she took the pictures, and she finally showed her mom and dad, and they're like, "Yep, we're done. Let's go." So they try to get out of there, but not try to panic because they're psycho killers, serial killers, and that was like I love that. That was like common freaking sense. She knows something was sketchy around there, like something is up, but then she's trying to ignore it. That's like, okay, yep, that's it. I love that actual sane scenes. And then she was trying to leave, and they had a flat tire. This was a long, weird goodbye scene. They had a flat tire. He pumped it up. It was like a freaking 5-minute scene. I don't know. That was unnecessary. And then somehow the bunny doll was on top of that roof and that little chimney pipe or whatever. I'm just like, how the fuck did that get up there? I'm just like, that was like off screen or something. Same thing for the tires. Like, oh, that's off screen. Yeah, it was so weird. I didn't get that part. And then he finally went up there and he said, "Whoa, sorry, slippery hands." Blinky blink of a serial killer psychopath. So they were trying to leave, and they found now they can't leave him behind because now they found out who they are. So they threw him in the lake because he can't swim. So he was like, you know what? Okay, that's it. We got to get him. So they were handcuffed or with the zip ties, wherever. So they finally managed to escape. They hid in the house, and somehow the chef was a part of this too. And they're gonna try to figure out how to get out of this situation. Like, come on. So they figure out with the oil, like the alcohol. They were trying to let the fire because they tried to call the police, but of course they turn off the power and the lights. So they try to let the on the house on fire so they could get a signal. And of course that didn't work. That fell into their car and boom, exploded. And somehow the chef's part of it. And then they were like making plans. Like the woman had the acid. Like there was some drug or something. They had the needle. They're trying to or something. Like kind of kills him. As a beady poisonous. I'm not sure. And then the girls grabbed it and just like tuck it away for later. And then that somehow the chef was killed because he was trying to the guy with the hammer trying. No, that didn't happen. He was trying. He almost got stabbed in the eye with the glass, and the mom. The mom did all the work, kind of. She stabbed him in the head with a hammer in the back, like ugh. And then the mom tried to come out, try to push him off the ladder, and boom, the mom, like the other mom, just slam her with that door in the attic and the roof, and she fell to her death. I was like, ooh, damn, 2 in a row. Then of course the third one was when of course the big guy, Charles Xavier over here, tried to shoot the daughter. He's like, no, I'm not gonna kill her. I'm gonna make her to my wife. You know, like a pedophile kind of style, like because the dad earlier was trying to figure out. Okay, they've been married for 17 years. That makes no sense because the age gap. He's like, she would have been a teenager, and he would have been still been adult. So I like how he actually would try to figure that out too. So now you know why. Then so the girl had the needle and boom, stabbed him in the ribs, and he was like he was dying, kind of. But he was like drugged. And then the dad was trying to shoot him. He's like, nah. But I like how the son actually killed him. It was personal. With the rock said, "That's my boy," and he killed him with a rock in his head. I was like, ooh, and then it was like gory, and that was it. The movie was